Hi there, this is Mrs. McGeehan. I wanted to take a few moments to introduce you to me, the AP Language and Composition course, and to our online classroom in Schoology. I'll start by telling you a little about myself. I graduated from Dickinson College in 2006. As a student there, I majored in English and German and minored in secondary English education. While at Dickinson, I took advantage of their amazing study abroad program and spent my junior year studying in Bremen, a city in northern Germany not far from the North Sea coast. While I loved my experience in Bremen, it wasn't until after I graduated and completed a year in Nuremberg, Germany as a Fulbright teaching assistant that my language skills really solidified. In Nuremberg, I taught English at a Sportschule, a school designed for students who were also serious athletes. When I returned from Germany, I also returned to Carlisle, where I had already begun my teaching career before I decided to accept my Fulbright scholarship. Ready for a new adventure, I began grad school at the Breadloaf School of English in Middlebury, Vermont. I spent 3 summers in the idyllic Green Mountains studying and talking about literature and literacy with other English teachers and professors from across the country and around the world. At the end of those 3 summers, I received my master's degree in English from Middlebury College. Since 2007, other than teaching in Nuremberg, I have always taught in Carlisle. While I also fleetingly worked as a gifted program instructor as well as a German teacher, the majority of my time at Carlisle has been in the 11th grade English classroom. This is where my heart is. Speaking of my heart, a bit about my life beyond the classroom. I met my husband as a first-year student at Dickinson. We dated each other the whole time we were at Dickinson and abroad, and after we graduated, we both decided to stay in Carlisle. In 2008, he proposed to me on Dickinson's campus in this beautiful garden. And we've since settled here and have now officially spent half of our lives in Carlisle. We are happy to call Carlisle our home, and we're excited to raise our 3 children, Everett, Oliver, and Verena, here. I'm grateful for every day that I get to teach in Carlisle. I truly love what I do. I know that this year presents some challenges, not just to our teaching and learning, but to families and students in their lives outside of the classroom. Please know that I am here to support you in any way that I can this year. Before I close, I do want to invite you to take a look at my Schoology classroom so that you know where you can find the information you need. So come on over and have a look. When students first click into my classroom in Schoology, they're usually met with a folder that says week of whatever week it is. When they click into that week, students will find My Bitmoji Classroom. Students are always encouraged to click on the date in order to see this day in history. They're always encouraged to click on the word of the day, which takes them to Merriam-Webster's Word of the Day. They're always encouraged to listen to the weekly overview, which they can access by clicking on My Bitmoji. And they're always going to want to scroll down to see what their online learning activities are for the week. In this way, I'm able to give students sort of a linear overview of what they can expect for this week of online learning. They can simply navigate to their activities by clicking on the hyperlinks embedded in these instructions. Just one other thing I'd like to show you as students and parents in this class is that you can always find course materials and resources in this folder as well. If you click on that, you'll see there's a link here to College Board. Parents, if you are not familiar with College Board, you will want to become familiar with College Board, as this is in charge of everything SAT related, PSAT related, and AP testing related. There are also places for college planning and career planning, So this is certainly a source that is beneficial to check out. Also here is a link to the College Board, but specifically to the AP Language and Composition course. So if you navigate there, there would be information for you about this course specifically, but you can also find information about all of your students' AP courses as well at this particular site. Finally, I wanted to take a moment to show you the AP Language and Composition course and exam description. This is more for teachers of the course. However, there are a few pages in this document that are beneficial and provide a brief overview of the course itself. So I wanted to take a minute to read these with you. The AP English Language and Composition course focuses on the development and revision of evidence-based analytic and argumentative writing, the rhetorical analysis of nonfiction texts, and the decisions writers make as they compose and revise. Students evaluate, synthesize, and cite research to support their arguments. Additionally, they read and analyze rhetorical elements and their effects in nonfiction texts, including images as forms of text, from a range of disciplines and historical periods. This, combined with this introduction to the course, gives you a good idea of what your students or students in this course will encounter this year. An AP English Language and Composition course cultivates the reading and writing skills that students need for college success and for intellectually responsible civic engagement. The course guides students in becoming curious, critical, and responsive readers of diverse texts and becoming flexible, reflective writers of texts addressed to diverse audiences for diverse purposes. The reading and writing students do in the course should deepen and expand their understanding of how written language functions rhetorically, to communicate writers' intentions and elicit readers' responses in particular situations. I hope this video has been helpful as an introduction to me, as an introduction to the course, and as an introduction to our online classroom in Schoology. If you should ever need to contact me, please see the page Contact Mrs. McGeehan. And there you can join the Parent and Guardian Remind, which is a texting app if you would like to do that, or the Remind for your course. Or you can click on the email icon and send me an email in that way. I always look forward to hearing from parents and students, guardians and students, and I welcome the collaboration between families and teachers this year. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all have a wonderful year.